two worlds, two visions of luxury. In the valley, experience the harmony of nature and elegance, where each property is a sanctuary designed to blend seamlessly with its breathtaking surroundings. On the other side, Damak stands as a symbol of opulence and innovation, where every building is a statement, every detail a masterpiece. The choice is yours: serenity in the valley or the unstoppable pulse of Damak. Which vision will you claim?
So today we're going to be touching on the supply and demand for the townhouses for the coming few years and evaluate these two projects based on developer, price point, location, amenities, future cluster plans, ROE and ROI. So let's talk about the population. We are expecting about 400,000 people coming into Dubai every year. Now, if we look at the supply between 2025 to 2028, we look at the apartments, which is the highest number, about 131,000, which constitutes about 77% of the whole supply. So that's going to not be scarce. And as an investor, you would know you would invest in a scarce product to get the maximum appreciation and rental yield as well. So going into townhouses, that's the sweet spot at 14%. So only 14% townhouses. And you also have to understand there's a lot of families moving here because of what's happening around the world in terms of safety issues, the woke culture, and the whole impact of what's going on around the world in terms of wars as well. So it helps Dubai positioning as a safe haven for these people. Then you have the villas, which is just at 6%. So if you have the budget, we can go into villas and we can talk about villas in a separate video. That is an extremely powerful product as an investor for you to invest in. So here we're taking a look at the townhouse projects that are in the close proximity of the projects we're going to be talking about in this video. So we're briefly touching on the townhouse communities near these projects that we're going to be talking about. So starting with Talal Al Ghaf, the Elan cluster, it started at 1.9 and you're looking at the current average price at 3.7. So 95% appreciation. That's huge. Coming to Cherrywoods by Miras, again a government developer. The pricing was starting at 2.3 million and now the current price is at around 4.7. Looking at again 100% appreciation. Similarly, Emaar community, Dubai Hills Estate, Golf Grove, you've seen 100% appreciation here as well and going upwards. Town Square, 1.7 starting point. Now it's trading at about 3.1, 76% appreciation. Talking about Dubai South, Pulse, 1.3. The affordable segment is now trading at about 3.25 million. That's insane at 130% appreciation. And lastly, La Rosa in Villanova was starting at 2 million dirhams, now trading at 3.1 million dirhams. So about 55% appreciation. Now, what does this data tell you? You could make appreciation between 55 to even 130%. So the gap is huge. So what factors change these appreciation? It's about what project you enter into, at what stage you enter into that in terms of which cluster, what price point, and exactly what location you choose in the master plan to invest into. So now coming back to the Valley versus Damak Islands, we're going to evaluate this based on first location. Now we're at the Dubai Development Authority website and we're evaluating the location of Valley first. So if you look at Valley, it's located right off Alain Road here. And if you look at the nearby communities, you are adjacent to Shobha Alwood and there is a big dump yard here which is bought by Miras at this point. So you can imagine the appreciation in the area eventually by all of these developers coming in. And look at the size of Valley. It's huge. Apart from that, it's equidistant to Dubai Airport current as well as the new upcoming airport. Prime hotspots areas of Dubai as well are about 30 minutes away. So it's a true suburb area which is more quiet. Apart from that, so the government has announced that this area will be renamed as Hind City. There will be 4 parts to it. Hind 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see where is government looking and thinking in terms of infra development, and also they're going to be allocating land to the Emiratis. And you have to remember what happened with Nadal Shiva. There was about 200% appreciation in that area because of the government outlook towards that area where nobody believed in it, and the people who did are sitting on a portload of money at this point. So coming back to the Valley, we can see that this location is an impeccable one, though you have to understand at this point there is not a lot of infra here. We're going to be talking about Damak Islands location. I'm going towards Damak Islands, which is located right off Emirates Road, and there are nearby communities here called Cherrywoods by Miras. You have Damak Sun City coming coming right here, then this is the whole plot for Damac Islands. And if you see this area, you already have established communities here and some communities coming up in that area. So here there is more infrastructure already in place for these communities. And look at the Etihad Rail. It's coming right off here. So Etihad Rail, the new metro line, will boost the appreciation in this area. Apart from that, the connectivity of this location as well is equidistant. For prime hotspots, you can look at these areas: downtown, Dubai Airport, and Palm Jumeirah. About 20 to 30 minutes, we're looking at the same sort of time frame as Valley. But what wins in terms of location for me? My 2 cents would be Damac Islands is a better location just because of the infrastructure in place already. But Valley is for the long-term investors who believe in that area and the growth in the area in the next 5 to 7 years. Now let's talk about the amenities. Damac Islands is, as the name suggests, it's a water-based community, while Valley is more focused towards the greens, the mountains, while it does have a golden beach as well for the residents. So if you look at the amenities, they're both comparable. It depends for an end user what sort of lifestyle they would want to choose. As an investor, I don't think it matters as much what sort of amenities you choose. They both are state-of-the-art amenities. Let's talk about the handover. Both are handing over in mid-2028, so you might feel this timeline would not matter, but it does. Understand why. Valley was a master plan that was launched in 2019, while Damac Islands master plan was launched in 2024. So in terms of cluster, let's talk about Valley. Eden has been handed over already, and there is some infrastructure already ready for the residents right there. But for Damac Islands, when the handover happens, for example, of the Maldives cluster in 2028, you would probably see only houses and the construction going around with no amenity. So how does that impact your investment or your experience as an end user? I am not going to delve into it. We can have a personal consultation and we can get into the details for this aspect. So yeah, again, if you are somebody serious who's evaluating these options, you can click on the link below and book a call with me, and of course value my time and yours and show up on the call. Sorry, I'm going to add to this because there could be some new people who are watching this video about Dubai for the very first time. So in terms of when we talk about payment plan, 75-25, what does that mean? That means you have to pay 75% over the period of construction. For example, for Damac Islands, you're going to pay December 2024 to July 2028, 75%, and 25% at the handover, which you could also get a mortgage on as an international investor as well. So same thing applies to Emaar. You're going to be paying 80% over a period of 3 to 4 years, depending. 20% you can take a mortgage or pay at the handover, or not pay it and flip that property, which is what most investors end up doing. So coming to the main point today, we want to evaluate the products in both of these projects. Today we are going to be only discussing the townhouse category in both the projects, starting with Damac Islands. So they do not have any 3 bedrooms. They only have a 4-bedroom townhouse and a 5-bed plus maid. 4-bedroom townhouse comes with 1515 square feet of lot size with a built-up area of around 2200 square feet. Your sweet spot here is at 2.5 billion dirhams for a really good unit in Maldives cluster, and your price per square feet is very important here because it comes at around 1132 dirhams, which is not heard of in Dubai, especially in off-plan. Even in ready market, if you compare it to Cherrywoods, which is what I've put in CMA as the benchmark for a comparative analysis of this product, because Cherrywoods is right by Damac Islands. So you're entering in the ready market at 1300 dirhams per square feet. So that's where you make money at your buying price at 1132 dirhams per square feet. So your potential appreciation is, at least in the worst case scenario, is at least up to 1300 dirhams, and it could go up to 1500 dirhams as well if the market and the main economic factors as we are projecting go into the same way. Of course, we cannot guarantee anything based on any black swan event or anything that happens, but these are your minimum and maximum numbers per square feet: 1300 per square feet to 1500 dirhams per square feet. Now coming to 5-bed plus maid, which is a very interesting product by Damac Islands. Again, it's trading at about 1045 dirhams per square feet, which becomes important to understand because that's the lowest per square feet you can get in all of Dubai. So that asset class again can jump to a really high per square feet because of the scarcity of the product. So now comparing this to Valley. So Valley has 3-bedroom townhouse, and the major difference here to note down is the plot size and the built-up area. So you're looking at about 2,500 plot size, which is about 1,000 square feet higher than the plot size of a 4-bedroom in Damac Islands. So imagine if there is an end user, what sort of product are they looking to choose? When you buy a house, you want a bigger plot, bigger gardens. So in that sense, Valley trumps it. But that being said, as an investor, you cannot forget the price per square feet, which is impeccable in Damac Islands. Going back to the price per square feet and the total areas, you are getting a much better floor plan. We can get into details of the floor plan on our personal call. And talking about the benchmark, the CMA for Valley, it's Eden Cluster in Valley itself. It's trading in ready market at about 1,250 dirhams per square feet. So that is again your minimum. Like that's going to happen, which is going to get at least 1,300, 1,350. That's what I've counted as minimum appreciation by the time of the handover. And maximum can go to 1,700 because of the quality of Emaar, and you cannot discount that. Now there's two very important points to consider here. You have to understand that in Valley there is more space allocated for nature. So these are only 4 plexes, while in Damac Islands you have 6 plexes or 10 plexes. What does that mean? Look at on the screen, you will see the 10 plexes here, which means the row of the townhouses or the cluster is 10, 6, depending what area it's in the whole map in Damac Islands. While if you look at Valley, the cluster is only for 4. So there is more privacy and less congestion in the Valley, which is a very big plus point. So again, here I'm trying to show you what are the points you evaluate these communities on, not just the price per square feet, not just the quality, it also comes down to the details. As they say, devil is in the details of these projects. So we've talked about how much capital you would need to invest in these particular projects. Now evaluating the best and worst case scenario, you're going to be making at least 1.3 million on investing 2 million in Damac Islands in the best case scenario, which is about 70% of ROE. But let's say it's worst case scenario, you're still making about 800,000 by investing 2 million dirhams, which is about 34% ROE. So that is why we're talking about these two projects today, because even in the worst case scenario, your return on the invested money is at least around 30%, and it can go up to 70%. Same is the case with Emaar, the Valley. Though I do believe in this product for a long-term gain, but the appreciation numbers and the ROE numbers are pretty similar to Damac Islands. So coming down to the best case scenario, you are going to be making around 1.7 million by investing about 2.5 million dirhams, which is your best case scenario. Again, the ROE comes at about 70%. And the worst case scenario is around 800,000, which is 34%. So if you compare the numbers, they're pretty similar. It all comes down to what product you believe in more and what location you believe in more, and are you able to get a unit in either of those. So this is something we can discuss further, as I said, on a personal Zoom meeting. So guys, we have talked about these projects, but not so much in detail. For example, I couldn't go into the floor plans. I couldn't go into different asset classes. So I couldn't cover everything that I would want to, because I don't want to make this video too long, and there's a lot of information. So for you also to absorb it, it will be always better to connect via Zoom call, in-person meetings, whatever works for you to understand these projects in detail, and also what suits you in terms of where you are at in the journey of real estate investing. So there are two things that you can do from here. Either comment below in terms of what you would want to know more about these communities or something else and show deeper analysis, or schedule a call with me on the link below. Also, if you gained any value today and understood about these projects, please don't forget to subscribe on the channel and don't forget to comment.